The vast and mysterious expanses of the ocean have long been a source of both wonder and fear for humanity. Throughout history, the world's navies have encountered numerous challenges in their quests for maritime supremacy, some of which transcend the boundaries of human understanding. In this gripping exploration, we delve into the chilling tales of 10 times the military found themselves engaged in battles against formidable sea monsters. From the murky depths of the Gulf of Tonkin during the Vietnam War to the frigid waters of the Arctic Circle, these encounters range from the bizarre to the downright terrifying. Join us on this journey as we unravel stories of pyrosomes launching coordinated attacks, colossal squids sabotaging submarines, and killer whales waging war on unsuspecting naval squadrons. Brace yourself for a voyage, and don't forget to hit that like button before we begin. Number 10. Meeting in the Gulf of Tonkin. At number 10, our journey through the ocean's horrors begins in the Gulf of Tonkin during the Vietnam War in 1964. In that year, the formidable American warship USS Maddox was actively engaging the coast of Vietnam. The advanced guard had penetrated the terrain throughout the day, firing more than 380 projectiles. However, as night fell, an unexpected event occurred. Tony Newberry, a marine biologist and the engineer in charge of sonar or underwater radar, detected unusual activity in the depths around midnight. Approximately a dozen fast-moving objects were approaching the ship dangerously. These objects did not behave like typical enemy torpedoes. Instead, they exhibited random movements, zigzagging one moment and abruptly changing direction the next. All signs pointed to something indeterminable, but when the vessel was struck, there was no doubt that they were in serious danger. It turned out that the ship had been hit by a group of peculiar creatures known as pyrosomes. Pyrosomes are organisms composed of thousands of individuals moving together to create a powerful semi-transparent structure, reaching lengths of up to 60 feet. A well-coordinated attack by pyrosomes can inflict extensive damage. Upon the ship's return to base, it was discovered that it had come dangerously close to splitting in half and sinking off the coast of Vietnam. Number 9. Scary USS Stein Incident. At number 9, we explore the USS Stein incident during a 1978 special operation in the Pacific Ocean. The U.S. Navy frigate encountered a mysterious problem with its underwater threat identification system, prompting a return to base for safety. Upon inspection, the ship revealed large dents and gashes, approximately 4 feet in length, with embedded teeth, a result of a potential attack. The Navy's biologists theorized that a colossal squid, over 150 feet long and weighing nearly 2 tons, might have been responsible. Unusually large squid-like claws were discovered in the USS Stein, supporting this chilling theory. While squids up to 40 feet had been documented, this incident stood out as an unprecedented and eerie encounter with a massive sea creature. Number 8. Peril of the sea. During World War II, blood began to attract sharks, making their situation even more perilous. Over the next 16 hours, the two Army men confronted the greatest battle of their lives. Approximately 5 sharks attempted to feed on their bodies, but through strategic swimming and the use of binoculars to monitor the sharks, they managed to evade the relentless predators. Regrettably, the forces ultimately abandoned Lieutenant Arthur's body, leaving him to be torn to pieces before Allman's eyes. The haunting scene would forever be etched in Allman's memory, and not a single night would pass without him reliving that fateful day. Number 7. Massacre on Open Sea. The 7th tragedy on the open sea revolves around one of the most significant massacres in the history of the U.S. military, orchestrated by ocean creatures. This devastating event unfolded in 1945 when the battlecruiser USS Indianapolis was on a crucial mission. The ship, which had successfully transported enriched uranium for the atomic bomb, was en route to the Philippines with its crew of 1195 men. During their journey, a Japanese submarine intercepted the USS Indianapolis, leading to the ship sinking within 12 minutes. Almost 300 people perished instantly. However, the true horror unfolded in the hours that followed. The night following the sinking was haunted by a substantial number of ravenous sharks that preyed upon the survivors throughout the early morning hours. When dawn broke, only 316 individuals out of the 900 survivors from the Japanese attack remained. It is estimated that, during that fateful morning, sharks claimed the lives of over 150 crew members of the USS Indianapolis. Number 6. Dolphins as weapons. The sixth entry in the realm of unknown weapons unveils a clandestine practice adopted by several major military powers worldwide, shrouded in secrecy and seldom disclosed to the public. Apt at detecting divers. Upon identifying divers, they swiftly pounce on them, removing their oxygen mask. Number 5. Testimony to the horror. The fifth account stands as a testimony to horror, with stories that left the British Army stunned during World War I. According to a report dated April 30th, 1918, Gunther Kretsch, the captain of a German submarine, and his crew were captured by the warship HMS Coreopsis. During the subsequent interrogation, a chilling revelation emerged. Both the captain and his crew appeared to be in a state of madness, sharing an absurd yet terrifying story that defied belief, but soon manifested as a haunting reality. As per their account, the German submarine fell victim to a grotesque sea monster during an attack. Described as possessing large horns, small eyes, and a monstrously lethal demeanor, this colossal beast rivaled the size of a U-boat. The pressure from its bite wreaked havoc on the German ship, leading to its partial destruction. The British forces towed the damaged U-boat to their dock, where a horrifying analysis awaited. Examination of the metal revealed powerful bites and deep gashes, providing undeniable evidence of the monstrous attack. Despite ongoing investigation, the case remained unresolved, shrouded in mystery. The events of that fateful afternoon on April 30th, 1918, continued to elude a definitive explanation. Number 4. Arctic Expedition. The fourth incident recounts a harrowing Arctic expedition, during which the crew of a Russian exploration ship fell victim to a formidable assault by sea creatures. The expedition, aimed at exploring the Arctic Circle, encountered a significant obstacle when attempting to approach one of the islands. The ship's logbook, Alexandra Land, documented a startling account wherein the expedition was taken aback by an overwhelming onslaught of hungry bears. It was reported that these bears, driven by the scarcity of food on the island, viewed the crew members as a prime opportunity for a fresh meat feast. Swiftly and ferociously, the bears attacked, creating a perilous situation for the unsuspecting expedition members. A similar scenario unfolded with walruses, as these hefty animals were enticed to confront the explorers the moment they set foot on the island. The incident serves as a stark reminder that hunger has the power to drive both humans and animals to extremes, exemplifying the unpredictable and dangerous nature of such encounters in the wild. Number 3. Sabotage from the deep. The third account unveils an astonishing tale of sabotage from the deep, a scenario that might sound like fiction, but was a stark reality for the Ohio-class submarines, integral to the U.S. nuclear deterrent system in the 1970s. Amid the tensions of the Cold War, reports from that era narrate a series of anomalies plaguing the submarine machinery for over 3 years. The issues ranged from sporadic malfunctions to damaged radars, electrical outages in sections of the submarine, and oil leaks. The severity of the problems prompted a covert Navy commission to intervene, suspecting espionage in the area. However, the true culprit turned out to be far from a spy. Surprisingly, a group of 18-inch cookie-cutter sharks emerged as the unexpected saboteurs. These small sharks left characteristic bites in the wiring and various internal areas of the submarines, causing extensive damage. The mystery was unraveled when sailors in the region captured one of these sharks. Upon dissecting it, they made a startling discovery. The shark's stomach contained a variety of mechanical components belonging to the submarines. This revelation marked an unprecedented and peculiar attack in U.S. history, illustrating the unexpected ways in which nature could disrupt sophisticated military technology. Number 2. Collateral damage. The second narrative delves into the collateral damage inflicted during the Falklands War in 1982. Argentina found itself ill-prepared for a conflict that unfolded unexpectedly. The war involved a substantial British fleet mobilizing to the South Atlantic, and despite the rapid escalation of hostilities, Argentina's military technology successfully dealt with the opposition to the government change on the Falkland Islands. In the midst of the intense conflict, an unexpected twist occurred. The anti-submarine frigate HMS Brilliant, stationed in the area to safeguard aircraft carriers from potential Argentine troop attacks, faced an unanticipated threat. The South Atlantic, teeming with enormous whales, saw these marine giants drawn to the commotion. Unbeknownst to the British forces, the echoes of the whales' songs confused their radars, leading to the unfortunate necessity for the troops to open fire on these majestic creatures. The consequences were devastating, with dozens of whales falling victim to the gunfire during the entire British operation in the region. The carnage reached such heights that some native species faced near decimation. Despite numerous reports, the exact number of whales annihilated during this period remains unknown, underscoring the unintended ecological impact of warfare on the marine environment. Number 1. War with the orcas. This is one of the most strange and extraordinary stories in the U.S. Navy's history. In 1956, a small air squadron specialized in anti-submarine warfare was sent to Iceland, not knowing that they would face a battle with the formidable orca whales. Iceland had asked for help from the United States to deal with the constant assaults by killer whales on its coasts for more than 2 years, which had caused many deaths. The killer whales, rising from the deep, would devour their prey alive, leaving the locals defenseless. The Navy squadron, equipped with 50 caliber machine guns, aviation rockets, and explosive charges, fought a month-long war against these vicious sea creatures. The soldiers succeeded in killing dozens of killer whales, and their bodies covered the Icelandic shoreline. The magnitude of the slaughter made some coastal residents feel sorry for the animals. This surprising and odd event shows how military interventions can have unexpected outcomes. It questions the assumptions about the roles and actions of military forces, exposing a side of warfare that is often ignored. So here we conclude our journey. Don't forget to like and subscribe the channel, and see you next time.